So, whatever. But Lilat's going to be our game starter, and we're going to have SJ Vince kick it off against Vash Cloud v Marth. All right, Vash starting off with a tomahawk into jab. All right. You know, Vash punishing that movement option right there and just doing his very best to just kind of keep Cloud just on his toes here and just making use of those platforms. Here on Smashville, I'm actually wondering why give Cloud these why give Vash these platforms to work with. I mean, I know Lilat is a marginally decent stage for Cloud. I guess he gets something out of these platforms from just being able to continue up air strings, but good job, Vince, just pretty much spacing out that up air and then just following up with that jab string. And now he's just pretty much got the game dead even here. Landing back air and just doing a very good job to space. And Vash, reprisal, he's get that counter and then keeps SJ Vince on the ropes here, just forcing him to land. And now he's just continuously landing into just terrible positions. But manages to get a full hold and lets that limit cross slash rip. Gets the stock. Uh-oh. Vash starting to reach and gets punished super hard for it. Returns with the dare, and in the middle of neutral, trying to call out the jabs, and then that forward tilt's going to take it. Clips the jump too, so I don't really see any potential for him getting back. But back here in neutral, Vash not having too much of a hill to climb, 50 damage and counting. It's going to get a little bit of a momentum here, but SJ Vince trying to keep himself in the lead, just pouring on the damage between cross slash and jab strings. But doing a very good job just keeping that limit charged and spacing out Vash as effectively as possible. Last one, shield poked. Oh my god. Now he got limit on deck. Genkai Koeru. Uh-oh. Vash literally flirting with death at this point. Uh-oh. Wow, he just YOLO'd it. And there goes limit. And so now the fangs are gone off of this guy. So let's see what's up, see what Vince does. Might get gimped. Oh, Vash not able to capitalize and put that F-tilt to the tipper. Vince getting a second win here, trying to keep Vash off stage, and Vash, for some odd reason, giving him time to charge limit. Actually misses the down tilt. Good job trying to just keep Cloud off stage. Doesn't come up with the punish for the F-tilt. And Cloud just approaching limit steadily but surely. Oh, good job. Dancing Blade as a response. Probably would have been better as a good stutter here, trying to keep him in the air. Keep him off stage, but Cloud now regaining his limit. Oh, and Lilated. And that's going to be the game. That's so... tried to come on with the limit cross slash. After he hit his head on the stage, I would have thought he would have stopped, but I guess that was just one fluid motion. And lets the limit cross slash rip. Unfortunately, getting himself pineappled there under the stage, and then Vash just follows up with the free down tilt at the end and just gimps the crap out of Cloud's recovery. So we're going to go into game 2. We're going to get both characters to stay. And so after we yeah, why is it legal? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Them's the breaks. Alright, so jumping right back into game 2. Seems like, oh wow, SJ Vince going to come out of the gate strong with that falling up air. Puts a good 20%, 28% on. And Vash is doing his very best to just try to keep Cloud right just outside of his bubble where he's most effective. And just poke with Dancing Blade. I think in this matchup, Vince needs to actually make use of Cloud's nair a little bit more. I mean, he's doing a very good job landing those falling up airs. But I feel like once he gets in, you know, he's going to force jumps out of shield. And he's going to force certain options. So, you know, he's doing a very good job of staying on stage and maintaining his limit. But he's going to want to be careful. I don't know if he learned his lesson from last match, but Cloud does have superior dashing speed, so he could actually just force Vash to play his game. But very good job there, trying to fake out the trump right into the falling up air. And good Phantom footstool back on stage, and he is jumpless and covers his ledge with limit blade beam. Very good option. Oh, wow. Amazing kill option. He hits that forward tilt, and that's going to be enough for Vash to lose that stock. Cloud sitting at a good amount of damage, 60, 80% and counting. And unfortunately, Vash just needs to close out the stock really easily. Just keep Cloud off stage and we're going to have Vince just try to keep up his lead here in the neutral. Vash doing his best to try to come battle him back, but wastes the limit, throws limit blade bean off, and now he is definitely in trouble. Gets back on stage, ledge snaps, gets that forward tilt, and punishes hard with Vash's landing on the curl slash. Vash just sitting in shield, good weight there, hits that forward smash, just trying to put a little bit more pressure on Vince. Hits the down tilt, no, misses the down tilt, that sucks. But Vince starting to get really close to putting a lot more damage on the Vash. Vash getting a good amount of rage here. Vash needs to close out this stock early before he gets lapped. And we got a premature, it's okay, happens to a lot of guys. Lets that limit go a little bit too early. And Vash just trying to do his very best here to close this stock out nice and early, but it seems like Vince is just pouring on the pressure at this point. Ugh. And that grab, that's not going to be enough, and Vince is going to lose that first stock. So Vash is going to need to do everything he can to keep this stock here as fresh as possible and possibly hit a 0 to death. Definitely doable, or at least gimp him super hard. Cloud just staying safe with that falling up air. Trying to put that pressure on, making it really difficult to land. Oh, up smash, hits the golf swing, and there we go. That run back on Lilat. It's going to close out the stock, bring the set count back 1-1. What's up? Oh, you're taking off? Is Summer Hayes going to take over from here? All right. And shouts out to our very, very gracious host, Moosh the Moosh, allowing us to continue on the tournament. And we're going to go ahead and keep things moving the way they are. We got some really capable people here just running in the tournament in his stead. And so in the interim, we're going to go up Game 3, Vash, SJ, Vince. And we're going to see exactly what this match brings. The winner is going to advance on, I believe this is up the losers bracket because we're definitely closing out winner semis. If I recall correctly, Vash just lost to Uno, so this is probably losers something. So we're going to need to update the information here in the window, but it's all good. Game 3, going to Smashville, Vash versus SJ Vince. All right, so sorry about that. Took a moment to just look over. All right, so SJ Vince actually at the with his back against the wall here, and Vash getting that quick character swap to Lucina. Didn't even notice it at first glance as I went out to try to not tweet, but hit some text messages. But SJ Vince just staying in the shield, trying to just maintain as best as he possibly can, trying not to get gimp. He's got his limit speed and falling speed boost. So let's see what he does with the limit. He seems to be holding it for a good amount of time, probably because he just doesn't have the damage to close out this stock, but it wouldn't hurt to at least put the shield pressure on. But looks like Vince is favoring a lot of the falling up airs, so I think limit blade beam would probably do some, do him some justice, just trying to break the shield at this point and just turn the tides. Because Vash, with 50 damage here, it's a respectably clean stock. Oh, looks for the shield break, but it actually pokes. Vash air dodge into up air, and then Vince just shutting that down with a falling up air. Tries to hit that reprisal with the up tilt. Not coming up with the stock. Ugh. That run up dare is actually just costing him more damage, and now he's going to burn limit, unfortunately. It's on stage. And Vash just doing his very, very best to just space him out, keep him in his bubble, and frustrate the heck out of Vince right here. Just trying to do something, make some type of conversion here in the neutral. But Vince just coming up short, but doing his very, very best to, again, landing those falling up airs. Very successful. Ooh, good nair. Excellent job. And he's almost back with limit. Doing his very best to just kind of jump stall here, try to get some momentum, and Vash just slowing things down, hitting that jab, and then forward tilt's going to claim that stock, and Vince in a favorable position with the fresh stock. He's not going to do it with 1 or 2 combos, but he can definitely kind of walk Vash down and continue to poke him a bit. As long as he keeps his grabs and everything solid, he would be able to close this out, as well as Vash. Vash just sticking to these air dodges, hitting those late hit aerials, seems to just be popping Vince up and just making him prone to just heavy combos. But let's see what Vash does to try to close out this edge guard. Doing a very good job trying to keep him out. Vince needs to be really, really careful with those dares. Those dares, he needs to auto-cancel them because he's just off on the timing. And he's actually catching some of that landing lag. He's not auto-canceling that properly. There we go. That was a successful one. But Dare is not seeming to be his friend here in this matchup, wasting limit and actually keeping him off stage. Nair is going to close that out. Very nice attempt, though, by SJ Vince, and good job by Vash, keeping himself in the tournament and sending SJ Vince reeling out. And so I think we're going to continue to advance the losers bracket here, because if I recall correctly, that was definitely a losers bracket match, and we're going to have TGG ready to go in his next set. I don't know exactly who he's going to be playing. I think we're going to have that information shortly coming up on stream here. We're just waiting for everybody's other matches to close out, and I think we're also trying to finish up this dubs round robin. I don't know if that's still a thing, but we're going to do our very best to just kind of march our way up through the brackets here and clean everything up so we can get everybody home at a reasonable time to wrap their gifts. But shout outs to everybody out there. I don't know if you have been keeping up with a lot of things. I do want to ask the chat for all, 35 of you out there, how many are you going to start using that Smashbox? I mean, we are a fighting game community. I mean, it is definitely something that does need to be discussed at one point. So if you do and you like my commentary or whatever, you want to continue the discussion, I'll probably tweet out something like that. And if you do follow me, that'd be cool. My name is yeah_OK714. So show me some love if you do, and show me some love if you don't. I don't care. I respect the haters too. It's all good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like having a fight stick for this game is definitely going to be a different feel, but it will probably bring another breed of players out that might not have played it initially. So, see what happens. Definitely a weird button scheme. I don't know how freely you would be pressing block. It'd probably bring more Mortal Kombat players out, because I think you do have to press a button for block as opposed to just